After seeing this, I'm curious if you'll do a budget BFS battle. Yes, I will. So these are our contenders. This is the Doviello BMC-100, otherwise known as the Brownie. And this is the KastKing Zephyr. This guy comes in at 55. This guy comes in at 75. The rod that we will be using is the Okuma Celilo. It's 7 foot, light, and it doesn't actually claim an action. But it also comes in around 50 bucks. So the goal here is to create the best BFS under 125 bucks. Both of these will fit the bill. Let's get into the reels. All right, Zephyr, Brownie. Let's go over weights first. Zephyr has a claim of 5.6 ounces, bearing in mind that it is spooled up with 8-pound Kalex braid. Actually comes in at 5.4, so it's below its claimed weight, spooled up. So that's kind of interesting. The Brownie has a claim of 5.3 ounces. And spooled up, it comes up 5.3 ounces. So this is also a little bit underweight from the claim. So I guess a win on both. Next thing, bearings. The Zephyr is 6 forward, 1 reverse. The Brownie is 11 forward, 1 reverse. A win for the Brownie. Retrieve ratio, 7.2 to 1 for the KastKing, 8.1 to 1 for the Doviello. All right, let's get in the side panels and see what we've got. This has a easy switch here. Well, it looks somewhat easy. Let's see. It's a bit of a fingernail there. Should spin a little bit. Ooh, the spool is stuck to the hood. At any rate, there we go. No centrifugal, can't expect that at this price point. We've got 8 magnetic dots, and it is relatively easy to put together as long as you have fingernails going on. On the Brownie, let's flip that door. Same situation. Spool stayed in place, and we have a Shimano style magnetic brake. 8 magnetic dots in there. Going back together. Super freaking simple. This is actually a winner. This is more accessible. All right, let's get a little deeper into the brakes. Again, kind of old Shimano style. It's got 29 steps plus off. The KastKing also 29 steps plus off. So we have a tie there. Spool tensioner clicking. That's a yes there. That's a yes there. Another tie. Not really going to demonstrate it at the moment because I don't have them rigged up, but both of them feature an actual drag clicker. So when a fish is pulling against you, against the drag, you actually get the click that some of us really, really like. And I think that's pretty much it. We've got 2 pretty similar reels here. The only huge compromise that I've seen so far out of either is these handles on the Brownie are absolutely atrocious. Where these are EVA foam, very comfortable. So big loss on that one here. I mean, they feel cheap, they look cheap, And to be fair, both of these reels feel very, very cheap. They feel very plasticky, but let's take a look at how they perform. Again, when we get out on the water, we're going to be using the Okuma Celilo 7-foot light. No claim on action. It is a 2-piece and feels pretty good. I'd say the action is probably on the faster side of moderate fast. Let's get out on the river and check these guys out. All right, starting with the KastKing Zephyr, and there's actually something that I want to show you, the difference and why I am not on board with this. All right, I've got this thing pretty much set up as best as I possibly can. I'm getting about maybe a 50-foot cast, which is not good. And there was a slight backlash. By the way, these both of these rigs, both the Zephyr and the Brownie, have 8-pound Kalex braid. With a 6-pound Berkeley XL leader going to the Whopper Plopper 60. Now, that was about a 45-foot cast. I mean, if you seriously try to get it out there, you're dead meat. You got to kind of heave it, which is not conducive to kayak fishing, because I guarantee you're going to take your backstroke, dip it into the water, and that's going to screw up your entire cast. So it's kind of a non-starter for me anyway, but let's just go through the motions and see how this goes. What I really wish I had is a carbon SCX. Throw the same bait. I bet I can do better with it on a lighter rod. And that's what I'm talking about. We got about 60-70 feet out of that. And this is with my Lew's Carbon Fire Speed Stick. Fast action. Get away from me, fucking bug. God damn it. Anyway, we'll get the other one mounted up and see what we can do with it. So far, as far as I'm concerned, the Zephyr sucks. You can do much better with spinning. And again, we're throwing the 1/4 ounce Whopper Plopper 60. That's the type of stuff that BFS is supposed to be for. And so far, spinning is just way outperforming. Let me get this set up and we'll be right back. All right, we've got the Brownie set up. Come on, there it goes. All right, try this. All right, that seems a little heavy. Let's do a couple of shorties. Ooh, this actually seems like it's casting better. Oh, it is. It casts a lot better. So what was up with that Zephyr? This one seems to behave a lot better than the Zephyr. Much better casting distance. And I'm not, this wasn't quick stuff. I spent about 10 minutes each setting these things up, just trying to get them to cast as well as they possibly can. And so far, the Brownie is the winner, which is kind of cool because it's a little cheaper. Yeah, this actually feels okay. This is somewhat reasonable. Now you see where we put that bait. Let's have a look at our spinning rig. Same stuff, same line, same leader, same bait. Whip it, and I get about another 20% out of the casting distance of this. So to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I really have a use for BFS. You know, I'm so accustomed to, you know, casting, if I need to stop it, I just feather the line a little bit. Honestly, I think I've got more control with the spinning gear than I do the BFS gear. I'm not exactly a rookie at bait casting either. You know, this isn't a matter of just ignorance or anything like that. It's actually more a matter of experience. And I'll tell you what, right now, I would absolutely use this spinning rig ahead of either one of those BFS reels any day of the week. I feel like I've got more control. I've definitely got better casting distance. I gotta tell you, I love the weight of the Okuma Celilo with either one of these reels. I mean, it's nice, but you know, again, go back to this and compare it. This is the best I could do with this brake system. Yeah, I'm about 15 feet shorter. But also, if I had to go with one or the other, it would definitely be the Doviello Brownie. This thing just outcast the crap out of the KastKing Zephyr. Now, speaking to longevity, I kind of feel like both of these are probably pieces of shit. I don't know. I kind of feel like if you're going to get serious into BFS, that you actually have to spend, you know, $250 for a reel to have a decent setup. That's going to do it from the field. Let's head back home and we'll talk about it there. In all fairness, I did an awful lot of tweaking as I was throwing this 1/4 ounce Whopper Plopper 60. I did a lot of it off camera and the performance got a little bit better as I went, but I was really only gaining tiny increments, like a foot at a time. Really, to be perfectly honest, I was not impressed with either one of these. But if I were to pick one, despite the discomfort of the handle of the Brownie, I would pick that one. The Shimano style braking system just seems to work a lot better than what the Zephyr has. When you're casting tiny baits, you need to be able to cast it more than 30 or 40 feet from you. And quite frankly, my spinning rig that I throw this stuff with way outperformed both of them. Again, both of them are plasticky. They both feel really cheap. And that kind of goes to me not being convinced that the longevity of either one of these reels is going to work out very well. But if I were to go with one or the other, it would definitely be the Brownie. Brownie 55 bucks, rod 45 bucks. So you have a $100 BFS rig, and that's fine and dandy, but you can do a heck of a lot at that weight, at a 1/4 ounce. I did everything at a 1/4 ounce. You just can do spinning a lot better. You can control everything better if you can manage to feather the line a little bit, which I've been doing for years and a lot of you have been doing for years. So if you're going to take the leap into BFS, this might not be the way to do it. For me, I don't think BFS is really for me, specifically because I'm a kayak fisherman and I've got several rods behind me, you pretty much have to do a side cast, right? A lot of the times, you're gonna dip that bait into the water and it's going to completely screw up your cast and make you very susceptible to backlashes. So BFS isn't really for me, but it might work with what you do, and the Brownie and the Celilo here might be the way to get into it on a budget. All right, that is gonna do it for me, folks. Thanks for watching. We will see you on the next one.